So thank you very much, Vicky and Veronica, for this invitation. And I agree with you that this is a very unique concept to 8 people from 8 different perspectives and 8 different countries or cities talking from the heart. And I have had the pleasure to be with you before. So I have told the story of my life in 8 minutes, a little bit less than 8 minutes, when in July I was invited to this program. But of course I could not be today because it's this first edition between Hit Talk and Business Fit. And so I wanted to tell you about another part of my life, which is about my resilience and how is it that I become these resilient people, or how is it that I notice that actually all of us, we are resilient. So since a very, very early age, I saw myself as a change maker. But then many things happened, and I laugh about saying that many people say they are serial entrepreneur, and I call myself a serial migrant because we have changed so many countries. So with the changes and with the, I would say, adversity or the slowness of things could have happened, in some time in my youth, I thought, maybe I'm not that person that I thought I'm gonna be, because always I thought I saw myself as an influencer or as a change maker, because I remember myself as a child looking at the adult world and seeing, but why they behave like this? They could have done it like that. And human behavior always fascinate me. So here I am. I had to wait many years until becoming this change maker I am today. Somebody who's creating all the time, co-creating with you all the time, what we call today a caring alliances that is so important to create a caring economy, seeking the balance between purpose and profit. Also, I see how I am resilient as individual and how I become an active part of a social resilience. This is what I wanted to talk to you today. So I know all of you, all of us, we have developed resilience since the day of our birth and maybe before. All breath workers, we talk about birth and before birth, because our life changed continuously and because we are facing different challenges all the time as we grow. So we acquire abilities in every stage of our life to face and overcome those challenges. We learn diverse things, we learn how to adapt. People like me learn how to speak different languages, how to adapt to different climate, how to change school, how to start working in an early age. And we go on and on creating and expanding our ability, our attitude, our strengths. This process is a continuing process because we are human beings in evolution, and we're not like just concluded product. We are all the time in that change. Of course, depend of the attitude and depend how much we work in ourselves and how we take the benefit of breath and being in gratitude, because when we're aware of our breath, we're aware that we have a life, and where there is life, then there is infinite possibilities. So we grow in this transformation of confidence and trust, even though sometimes life could be a little bit more challenging. So from this personal resilience, how is it that also we develop a social resilience? And we're gonna call social resilience is a process of when it emerge, the adversity or the challenges, it affect or involve a considerable number of people, that from transforming individually, they will go together and they will go individually, and then they sum from the micro to the macro changes. And this group achieve as a team. Even when they are small teams, you can see how they team in the world, even without knowing each other, to overcome with determination and with strength, without stopping to think in failures. Because when we are engaged with our determination and perseverance, and when we understand what life means, we go beyond what is the failure, because even though we don't achieve half of what we wanted, we still are alive, we still have breath, and we still know that we have infinite possibilities. So it's the time, what I wanted to talk with you today is about how victims, or how people who were in this group of, there's a word in Spanish that I don't know how to translate it to English. Gente que ha venido a menos. So somebody help me here. How do you translate this in English? It's these people that because of migration or because of illness or because of different reasons, we become much less than we were. And these people become, from victims, we become the actors that indispensable actors to achieve and obtain a change in a community, in a society. And how this group or how these families or communities from the initiation will grow, and other people will sum to them, other people who were or who have similar situation, and then they become the change because we are the change. And I wanted to talk to you about all these because observing how we are, and I'm sure people like my friend who's here, Guillermo, who had observed nature through the lens of a camera for many, many hours and many, many days, I'm sure he can reassure you that also nature have resilience. So I come to the conclusion that resilience is something intrinsic in us as human beings, as it is in nature. And it takes us time maybe to understand it, but actually, how do we decide to become these person who grow up over so many sometimes calamities, and we learn how to feel again in love with life, and not only to survive, is to live well, to have this well-being in life, nurtured and becoming more mature because of the challenges and the experience. And that is what makes us so wise, or wiser than we were before. So when I talk about better together, that is a motto that also I remember when I met Veronica. Veronica used to say, together is better. And I used to say, better together. And we had a good laugh because we were both in the same page. I mean, better together, starting better together with self. I count on me as a healthy person in continuous development. And then from that balance is when I have the inspiration and the compassion to go to the other person, and together we can work, create, recreate for this beautiful and wonderful world all of us we want to live in. So yes, I wanted to, somebody tell me how are my minutes here? And I wanted to finish with this better together with this self that is resilient in a way that is organic, because all the time we were going to be facing situations, but every time maybe it will take us less and less time to be able to understand what's our role in this change. And thank you again very much for inviting me to this beautiful program and having this space to share with you my ideas.